This is Lisa from Mobile Tech Review, and we're reviewing a mobile monitor, a portable monitor today. There's lots of desktop monitors on the market. There are not so many that are portable, especially that use things like HDMI and DisplayPort. This is not a DisplayLink, which means it's compatible with anything that has HDMI or has a DisplayPort, or VGA as well. And this is made by Jashik. This is the Jashik 1303H. Now, we've reviewed several of their products over the years, and they keep getting better. They also get more expensive, too, so they've gone from kind of like the super bargain mobile monitor to a higher end. And this one here has a full HD 1920 by 1080 matte IPS display. It's actually pretty nice. It's not cheap. It's $370, but if it's something that weighs just a little bit over a pound, and as you can see, I've got it connected to the Surface Pro 3 here, you need something light on the go. Well, this is it. We're going to look at it now. So here it is, the Jashik 1303H is a 13.3-inch portable monitor. As you can see, it's a great companion for something like the Surface Pro 3, which is 12 inches, so you're actually gaining screen size here. Not quite the same resolution as the Surface Pro 3, but high-quality IPS display with a matte finish. Not touch. They do make touch mobile monitors. This is not a touch one. But if you're looking for something you can take anywhere with you and that works with anything, it really gets the job done. 10.5 millimeters, so it's very thin. It weighs 599 grams, which is about 1¼ pounds. Honestly, it doesn't even feel that heavy. In terms of looks, it's okay looking. You know, it says plastic. It's not like the Asus mobile monitor that may have a plastic back, but looks kind of ZenBook-like and very classy. But this has an upside. The Asus is a TN panel. This is an IPS panel. This one has actual real display ports. It doesn't use DisplayLink, which can be a real pain because, well, you know, then you can only use it with a PC or a Mac, not with your Xbox, with your camera, with your video camera, with anything you want. And also, DisplayLink via USB uses, well, your CPU's horsepower. So in this case, no, you're just going with straight display. Anyway, on the side here we have our controls for the menu system on the screen and the power button right there, LED power indicator. Nothing too unusual there, but you do get a full set of controls. You can actually set color temperature on this. You can set color levels. You can use display calibration if you want, and it comes pretty decently calibrated from the factory. And on this side, we can see we have it plugged into our Surface Pro 3. I'm going to unplug it just so you can see what these ports look like. It comes with these right angle style connectors. This one is for power, and it comes with a small smartphone style charger. It uses 5-volt 2 amps, so any higher powered tablet or smartphone charger will work. So here you got your headphone jack, you have your HDMI, DisplayPort, VGA, power in, and micro USB as well. So it comes with the HDMI cable in the box. If you want the VGA and the display ports, they charge extra for those. It's like 15 bucks for one, and I think 35 bucks for the display port, which typically is the more expensive connector there. So that means it works with Macs that have mini display ports / Thunderbolt ports. A lot of Dell XPS models have that too. Pretty good there. Like I said, you can use it with cameras, game consoles, obviously with laptops, and with something like the Surface, with tablets too. Also will work with smartphones that have an MHL connector. Jashik has never been really good at making stands. This one is probably their most sturdy yet. And that part actually is metal right there. I have no problem with this part right here, and it does have a kind of, you can lay it flat like that if you want. I don't know why you'd want to. And it has this little odd thing that functions as a multi-position stand. So you can put it here, you can put it here. It's a little Lego-like, right? But it gets the job done, and it's reasonably sturdy enough. So right now we have it in desktop mirroring mode. This is just standard Windows stuff. You can have your secondary monitor mirror the desktop, or it can extend it being a second desktop area. We're going to leave it at mirroring so you can see how they compare in terms of color. The Jashik actually does pretty good. It has 300 nits of brightness, not quite up there with the Surface Pro 3, which can reach about 340 nits of brightness. This is a Surface Pro 3 model, by the way. But 300 nits is pretty good, and you can see the difference in glare levels, too. The Jashik actually doesn't have any because it is matte. It is also non-touch, so, well, that's what you get. And as we go to the desktop, you can see how the pictures render on both. Gloss increases apparent contrast. We have 700:1 contrast ratio, which is actually pretty decent on the Jashik. And since it's IPS, the viewing angles are about 178 degrees. And let's see how a picture looks on both of these. Pixeling with pretty saturated colors there. And there you go. Again, you'll see what looks like apparently higher contrast on a gloss display always versus a matte display. But in terms of the color matching, they're looking pretty good and pretty close. The same thing's true if you plug it in something like a MacBook Pro, with Retina display. You'll see fairly similar color matching there. And another reason why it's handy to have HDMI is if you want to use this with a camera. We actually use this with our video cameras so that we have a mobile monitor so I can see what the camera person is seeing in the room, for example. So for those of you who are doing video on the road, handy there, and a lot cheaper than a lot of the specialty monitors, the smaller proofing monitors you can get. And for those of you who shoot in the field, shoot photographs, and you want a bigger preview, there we go. What's got on the card there is, it's a picture of the Jashik itself, and something a little bit more exciting, our cute kitty cat right there. Pretty good contrast levels, nice colors. Gets the job done. It's plugged into the Canon EOS 6D via HDMI right there. So another use for it. All in all, it's not bad. It gets the job done. It's $370. Like I said, it's not cheap, but there really are very few very portable monitors on the market that are full HD IPS with pretty good specifications and that actually have color tuning adjustments built into the device without even using their software calibration on it. Pretty good job from Jashik this time around. So that's the Jashik 1303H. It's available at Amazon, BH Photo Video, Newegg, and even with their North American distributor, whose name is a little weird, ICITouch.com, ICITouch.com. Anyway, if you're looking for a mobile monitor that's pretty high quality and is really easy to take anywhere, thin and light, it does the job. I'm Lisa from Mobile Tech Review. Don't forget to hit that like button.